buddy? What's up, friend? Hello, you. Those are all phrases that we've used when we can't remember someone's name. We've all done it. We recognize the face, but we just can't place the person and the name. So when we go in for that hug, go in for the handshake, we think to ourselves, where did I meet this guy? So we ask them, hey man, how long's it been since we met? He's like, yesterday, man, we had lunch together. You don't remember me? These are things that we do. Somehow our brain is just having a difficult time remembering names. We've all done it. So today, we're starting a new series on peopling, how to deal with people in different kinds of situations. So as you think about remembering people's names, don't get too frustrated. Just remember, they're probably doing the same thing. They may not remember your name. So the good news is, this is not a good memory versus bad memory thing. This is how well you've trained your brain to remember and how well you have not trained your brain. So today we're going to look at how to train our brain to remember people's names. Remember, we've talked about training our brain and creating new neural pathways to help us to do different things. Some things come automatic to us, like walking to the bathroom and brushing our teeth, or sitting in the car and automatically putting your seatbelt on, or when you cross the street, you look both ways, or when you get bored, you pick up your phone. Well, today we're going to talk about how to train your brain to think differently. We're talking about two different ways that you can help retrain your brain to help you remember names. Now, the first one is just pay attention. That's right, just focus. Instead of having that next in line kind of effect where he's talking or she's talking and then you're thinking about what you're going to say next, don't do that. Relax, breathe, and remember that they're doing the same thing. They're probably doing a next in line kind of thing as well. So don't have another conversation in your head. Stay engaged, stay in the moment, repeat their name when you can, and don't be afraid to ask them to repeat their name in the very first couple of minutes, but engage them, stay focused, and really talk with them. The second idea that you can use to retrain your brain is to use word association. Now, there's a lot of different ideas out there. You can Google it, you find lots of ideas. I'm gonna give you my top 4. Here's the first one. Alliteration. Take the first letter of their name and connect it to something. Keith from Kentucky, Rebecca, the receptionist, or Blake with black hair. So the next idea is facial feature. What is the thing that stands out to you right off the bat? Maybe they have big ears or small eyes or perfect teeth. Now look, we're not judging anyone. This is the way God made us, and so we're not making fun of anyone. We're just using that to our advantage. For instance, you see a big forehead, you would write Danny across my big forehead. Or whatever, the crazier the better. Here's an idea. If you meet me and you want to remember my name, Danny, think of my beard as singing, "Oh, Danny boy." Just make it crazy. So here's a third idea. Just make it as outlandish and as crazy. Use all the senses as possible. Connect it to their name. For instance, you meet a guy named Steve. Think of a stove. Stove, Steve, get it? So if you think of a stove kind of talking to you and there's this door that's opening and closing and you hear the creaking of it, and then you smell, if it's a great party that you made them at, you're smelling muffins. What a great party, right? Yeah. And if it's not such a great party, maybe it's onions. And if the party just is really not that great, maybe it's a burn smell. I don't know, but if you can connect Steve to stove, the next time you meet him, I guarantee you'll remember his name. The final idea is to connect it to someone you know. You already automatically remember names of people you know, so leverage that to help you recall the other person's name. Celebrities, famous people, relatives, people that you know in your life, use that to connect it to other people's names. For instance, Danny Glover, tall, rich, black actor. Connect that to my name, Danny. Short, poor, unfamous, blogger. Maybe the contrast will help you remember, I don't know. Or perhaps you meet a guy named John. You could think of John the Baptist with his fashionable camel hair vest. Or maybe John Lennon with those cool circle glasses. Or perhaps John Toilet. Yeah, use your imagination. I hope some of these ideas were helpful for you and you can use them in the next party or next meeting that you go to. And just keep this one final thought in mind. Brain cells that fire together, wire together. So the more you practice, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So start slowly, be consistent, stick with it, and I guarantee you, you will be remembering names with ease. Next week, we'll talk more about how to peopling in different situations.